Peter, tell us about how it's going. I know I saw your emails and read Jazz is bringing Red onto the team, and so we'll just what's your thoughts?
Yeah. Well, I kind of, you get used to somebody. So I was getting used to Jasmine. It was really kind of cool. At first it was just like, when we started this concept of having a virtual assistant, it was kind of like, okay, just do your homework and send it to me, and it's kind of done. And I realized that I needed the face-to-face, or at least voice-to-voice, like a staff person would in my local setting. And I know daily that's impossible. So we, just recently started okay, when can we meet for like 30 minutes, talk about things? Because my assumption was they might be able to speak into my life how to do something better than what I'm telling them to do for me.
Yes.
And so that's just a new thing that I started doing after I got back from vacations and stuff.
Yeah.
And then it was kind of cool because, there's a couple times where she said, I don't feel good. Can we postpone it? And I said, hey, let me pray for you. And then it's become kind of a,
relationship,
like a relationship, not just a service,
That's cool.
And so when she said, hey, I want to roll you over to another VA that can do more for you, to be honest with you, I was kind of like, really? I mean, it's kind of like, do we have to? But I get it, And so Red and I but we continued the weekly face-to-face. And she I think she's going to rock it in a new way for me that I really need, and I'm really excited about,
That's good. Yeah. So we feel, this is just a beta, as you know. So I feel like with Jazz, we're just looking at a way she obviously can't do everything. So she may end up being the forward-facing person for most of these pastors, but then the work is done with another VA. And I actually told Jazz that I don't even know if we necessarily have to tell the pastors, hey, we're having somebody else work on your account. As long as the work's getting done and it flows through Jazz, and Jazz is the one that you're talking to, we can do it different ways. But
I follow that. In other words, if there's a good relationship, that person represents the connection with the pastor.
Exactly. And so we're going to have multiple, because you may have something that needs to be done that neither Red nor Jazz can do. And so we have somebody else work on that. And I don't think Jazz needs to say, oh, here's your VA that's doing this little task for you, and here's your VA that's doing this little task. There probably should be one or at the most 2 points of contact. For you. And then we just have a team behind them that's doing the work. And now some of the work they're going to do too, but that's good to hear. Okay.
Yeah. Well, right now I got 3 VAs that are kind of in there.
Okay.
Jazz originally, now
Farrah.
Red.
Okay.
Farrah I've never talked to, only chatted with back and forth about data research only.
Okay.
So, which is fine, so anyway, as I'm getting used to this, it's going well. I'm excited about it. I think and I'm going to just kind of guide this conversation to the thought of other pastors who aren't in this with me yet. Okay.
Yeah.
So like, for me, I wasn't getting everything done that needed to be done because I was feeling crushed and overwhelmed. So I had to get things off my shoulders that I knew how to do, but I don't like to do. So that is happening more and more. And that now I'm to the place. So it's taken time, it's taken time to go from I'm doing too much to now I'm not doing as much, to what can you, the VA, do for me I can't do for myself. That helps my church. So I think I'm shifting into that finally after 3 months. It's just taking me time.
Sure.
And so that's where Red has got me pretty fired up about Google AdWords for and she's evaluating my website from a marketing perspective and a branding level, which I already know this. I'm not trying to but we've had quotes for that kind of stuff from American-based businesses, and it's been very cost prohibitive for
Mm-hmm.
us to enter into that, even though it's necessary, because our church isn't ready to take on that extra budgetary expense, even though it is definitely needed.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of part of the new marketplace for a church. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have a marketing strategy and you don't have a branding going on, and you're just a church that's in the corner, so to speak, in your community, and you're basically just barely making it, maybe economically. The pastor's already working another job, or whatever. That's just not on the forefront. It's not on the forefront. But now all of a sudden, Red's bringing me, I think, to a new level where it can be on the forefront,
Yeah.
which is really good.
If you're a pastor like Peter, who we just talked to, and you're feeling overwhelmed, we want to help you. I'm Ryan Rieger, and here with my good friend Stephen Hibbert, we have a passion to help pastors become unfrazzled so they can spend more time doing what they are called to do, what the Lord has called them to do in their ministry. Peter even said he wants to get out from behind his desk and go out and minister to folks. And with his VA service, he's been able to do that. And that's what excites us. So guys, don't wait. Let us help get your time back. Learn more by checking out the link in the description below.